What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built. So just taking a look at Polygon here, and as we can see, it does look as though it is getting a little bit of a pickup over the past few days, although it hasn't been too much. Polygon has really been underperforming recently, as a lot of people have been, talking about, especially in our Discord, which you should go and check out, by the way. I can't get my words out today. We're going to be posting a lot more content in the Discord all the time, so please go and get involved in the community. We'd really appreciate it. And we do think we are going to be providing some really good value for everyone. But you can see here, we have potentially got, this big bull pennant forming something like this. In our opinion, this could be, a massive breakout, obviously. If we do have a nice little flagpole like this, with the pennant, you're obviously looking at a really nice little breakout target for Polygon, coming up to at least around that $4.5-ish mark, which would be a really nice little pump that we would be looking at for Polygon if we do see something like that play out. You can see here, if we're just taking a look at our chart, it does look as though we are potentially coiling up here for some kind of move. We obviously had a huge pump up to our all-time high at around $2.70. We have our retracement, we come back up, we have another retracement, and it looks as though we are currently just coiling up into the apex of this potential flag like this. Pennant, sorry. And it does seem likely, considering that we've broken out recently and Polygon is underperforming really badly, by the way, that it's probably going to see a really big move quite soon if it does start to break out of some of these key levels. So just like with VeChain, Chainlink, obviously Cardano, Polkadot, and Ethereum to a lesser extent, there's been a lot of cryptos that have been underperforming in comparison to Bitcoin recently, with Bitcoin basically making a fractal like this. Obviously we had the ABC correction, descending wedge in September for pretty much every crypto, followed by that W double bottom and the breakout. And then for Bitcoin, we had Bitcoin breakout, consolidate, run all the way up, break the top of the descending wedge on the local level here, come back down, back test that area, and then continue onwards like this. That's what we've seen for Bitcoin, but a lot of altcoins have done nothing anywhere close to that. As we can see here, we did get the consolidation and we did start to break to the upside here for Polygon, coming up to around that 145-ish area at the top of this range here. But as you can see, we got rejected and rolled over again. And you can see it looks as though we formed a little bit of a range, looking something like this. If you can consider the wicks to be part of the range as well, you could argue that maybe the range coming down all the way down to maybe as far as here, including our wicks. But we'd say in terms of just candles, we're looking at a bit of a range looking something like this, with some fake outs to the upside and the downside. Obviously, we come into the range, we try and break to the upside, but we get rejected, we roll over, we get that W double bottom fake out to the downside on this descending wedge outside of this little range we formed. We've come back inside the range here, we've tested the bottom, we try and break out, but we get rejected at that 145 level. So we rolled over, we come all the way back down to this previous swing high area of around 115 on our W double bottom here, which we did say this area here could potentially be a good place to maybe place some cheeky bids and get that bounce to the upside, because it does seem as though that it's quite likely that we were going to get a bounce in that area if we did roll over. And as you can see, we did actually bounce all the way up from around that 116 area, currently trading at around 128 here. And if we just throw that fib retracement tool onto the chart, we can get a decent idea of some more levels that we're looking for here. Basically drag this down like this, coming back up into the up to the upside like this. You can see quite clearly here, we're basically just currently stuck under our 050 retracement level, back inside of our range, trying to reclaim this as basically a support, you would say, so that we can see a bit of continuation to the upside. But I mean, just a quick zoom out of this chart will show you that things are going completely fine for Polygon, as you can quite clearly see. I mean, look how crazy cheap this was back in the day. I mean, in May of 2019, what is this, a third of a cent? Just absolutely crazy, isn't it? A third of a cent to $1.80, all the way up to $2.70, back down to, what was this, 62 cents, and now trading at around 128 basically. You'd say underperforming a lot in the market. So We'll keep things short and sweet then. If we roll over from here, short-term price prediction to the downside, you would expect to bounce at the bottom of the range at around 120, and then we do have that swing low at around 115, along with the, you know, this kind of the bottom of this big pennant that we're forming. You'd expect a bit of a bounce in that area, and then coming to the upside, we want to see ourselves getting back up to 145 at the top of the range, and then we've got that 0.68 coinciding with that resistance at the top of the pennant at around 150, 155 that we want to break. And then, as we always say, we do think $5 to $10 for Polygon by the end of the bull run, very, very likely in our opinion. That's only a 2 to 4x from the all-time high. It's a very, very undervalued project right now in our opinion, and as they continue to develop, bring out more projects, etc., and get more adoption, more partnerships, and then that interoperability as well, we're probably going to be looking at a very, very nice price for Polygon by the end of the year. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.